Yes, why the industry secretly hates the Playboi Carti?
Saying in the industry, be careful how you treat people on your way up, because you'll meet them again on your way down. And when it comes to Carti, that phrase feels more prophetic with each passing year.
Wait. Are we saying that Carti's on his way down? That's not true, dude. Did you see the rollout for I Am Music, bro? Stop
Carti's
it.
left a trail of burnt bridges in nearly every chapter of his rise. He's built a reputation for being unreliable and disloyal. Now in the music industry, there are a lot of pretenders, a lot of faking for the camera. Someone promising to do a feature and not coming through is a normal practice. Artists tell each other all the time they need to lock in, and most of the time it never actually happens. But Carti takes things a step further. He doesn't just pretend. He'll actually get into the studio with people, record full verses, only to later refuse to clear the song when it's time to release.
He did it again! He did it again! How many times have we seen him not clear a feature?
Carti didn't like his mix, I guess, and had Interscope block it in the last hour. It was supposed to come out tomorrow, and I found this out yesterday.
Now we had Drake previewing a song, No Face. He drops it officially. Playboi Carti's not on it. Preview version had Playboi Carti on it. Playboi Carti was not on the official release version. Why?
Carti has refused to clear songs for xCephasx, Drake, Trippie Redd, Tyler, Kid Cudi, Offset, and many others. A lot of these artists are people who have helped elevate him. He used those moments to boost his status, but when it was time to return the favor, he switched up on them. You will see this pattern as we go along in the video. Offset previewed a track with Carti before his album dropped. The fans were excited for the song, but when release day came, it wasn't on the album.
Oh, bro, this video is legendary, dude. This video is legendary. When this song was circulating through Twitter, oh my god, bro, oh my goodness, wow. And then that's the only thing that got me hyped for the Offset project, bro. I was like, yo, I gotta check out this Offset project because this track that he just dropped with Carti. And then, hold and behold, when you go listen to the record, Carti's not on it, dude. Carti's not on there.
Why didn't Playboi Carti clear the song for the album? That's a rumor online. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. Shout out to my boy, man. See, because I don't get into it with niggas about music. Sometimes people be going through their own, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to bro, though, man. He should have cleared that one for the smash, though. I'm like trying to move forward. It's cool. Like, I got some shit at the end of the day, so.
It turned out Carti refused to clear the feature, but a year later, the same song surfaced on Nav's album. Carti strategically cleared it for Nav because Nav is under XO, and Carti has gotten extremely close to The Weeknd and XO's inner circle. He and Metro Boomin have signed some sort of management deal with them, which is why we see them with each other all the time now.
When did you and The Weeknd and like the whole Cash Show and Nav first link?
Cash was always rocking with me for years. Cash would always stay in touch. Like, they weren't managing me or anything yet. We just built like a bond and just a rapport just from there. And then, you know, we just started really doing business together, and it just snowballed into that.
This is why Carti has multiple songs with The Weeknd, and they're even on tour together. He'd much rather clear the song for Nav because it benefits him much more at this point. While Offset chose to take the high road when Carti refused to clear the collaboration, others made their disappointment loud and clear. Carti was introduced to Kid Cudi through Kanye, and he quickly asked him to be on his album Whole Lotta Red, and that's how they became friends. He then asked Kid Cudi to interview him for one of his magazine interviews because he wanted to stand next to a legend. In his own words in that interview, he said he only featured people on his album that he wanted cosigns from. These are the people I'm trying to impress, the people I want the cosign from. Future, Ye, and Kid Cudi. Months later, Kid Cudi previewed a new song with him and Carti, but when a fan asked him if Carti would be featured on his album, he didn't sugarcoat anything. He won't clear it, which is very weak.
Did you notice how he did not clear the Kid Cudi feature, and then he cleared the Weeknd feature? It's just a better look. Like, the Weeknd's one of the biggest stars in the music industry, so of course.
When his album Chromacopia dropped, the vinyl and CD included a Carti verse that didn't appear on streaming services. On the last song of the album, Tyler spoke about somebody suing him for $1 million, and then again on Clips' new album, which he verified with a tweet. Only then did we realize Carti's the one who threatened to sue him for not removing the feature on his album.
Is Carti gonna be on the final version of the vinyl?
As it turns out, he refused to clear the feature after the physical copies had already been pressed. They were not about to waste all their money by scrapping product that's already been made just to appease Carti and his team. They would much rather settle, which Tyler seems to confirm he settled at $1 million on the outro of his album. Understand it's business, but suing a friend for a song you went into.
Damn, that's what that whole controversy was about, bro. Wow, this nigga Carti did. What is this about, man? What is this really about? What is all this really? What are you saying right now? What is this whole not clearing verses? Realistically, like, try to weigh it out with me, guys. Try to weigh it out with me. Wouldn't it be in Carti's best interest to actually release his verses on these songs? Because each artist is, if you look at it, like, each artist is their own little bubble and world, right? If Carti is on a feature on a Kid Cudi record or on a Tyler the Creator record, doesn't that help Playboi Carti's entire mysticism and the lore of Playboi Carti, because he's now popping up in people's different bubbles? It keeps the marketing up. It keeps the marketing machine going, because not only is his label marketing these records a little bit, the main artist who has this feature of Carti, their label is pushing their project. So you have the machine not only pushing your work, but pushing your featured work and other people's works So now your name is getting put out there more. Well, it would be in Carti's best interest to release these songs. So why would he then turn around and say, no, I don't want to do that? That's wild.
To the studio and recorded with him, and then initially approved as shady. That's not just business, that's kind of betrayal. Especially after all the love and opportunities he's given you. Carti gets close to someone powerful, extracts the moment he needs, and then moves on. I just saw a video of Jim Jones telling the world he did a song with Carti. Somebody needs to tell him that song will not see the light of day.
I'm lying, I'm flying. I did a record with Playboi Carti last night. You're big BL shit. You dig? Shit locked in.
I did a joint with Metro Boomin, Playboi Carti. It's crazy. Playboi Carti came in the booth, smoked that shit. I look forward to that drop-in.
There have been rumors about growing tension between Carti and A$AP Rocky, tension that neither of them have ever fully addressed, but has somewhat played out publicly. Back in 2021, Rocky previewed a new song featuring Carti at a festival. Then a year later, he teased a full track with Carti, completed with a music video. Everything about it seemed official. I mean, Carti was even heard shouting out Rocky on the record. But then things took a strange turn. Instead of supporting it, Carti and his team went hostile. His affiliates started tweeting negatively about Rocky in the song. One of them even tweeted, "Fuck A$AP Rocky and that ASAP shit." This was coordinated. None of that would have happened without Carti's stamp of approval. He makes a whole record with them and directly references him on the track. They film a music video together, and then he refuses to clear it. Word started to go around that the reason the song didn't drop was because of sample clearance issues. But that's an excuse that doesn't really hold up. That same year, Fabio Foreign also released a track that sampled Destiny's Child, and it was cleared. So if Fabio could do it, why couldn't A$AP Rocky? Especially since he's managed by Roc Nation. This is the man who basically gave Carti his career. A$AP Rocky signed him, vouched for him, and opened doors Carti couldn't have entered on his own. Back then, Carti was proudly screaming,
"This is crazy, bro." It's just one of those situations where it's like, niggas is your niggas, but then they're gonna turn around and they're going to completely just like bite the hand that feeds. And that's wild because this is that whole situation that's happening with Drake, where it's like man's handing out verses, putting niggas on tours, and then they turn around and all come together to bring, essentially create the greatest demise in hip hop history for an artist, bro. So I mean, at the end of the day, niggas is snakes anyway. Most of the time, 80% of the game in any entertainment industry are snakes. In life, rather, bro, in life. Not even just like in the entertainment, but in life. 80% of niggas is snakes, bro. You just gotta be careful who you're dealing with. Know who you're dealing with, man. Like DMX always says, if he's a snake, he's a snake. If he's a thief, he's a thief. Just learn how to work accordingly.
A$AP in every interview. He abandoned the people he came up with.
I was never off of records. Shout out. I was never off of records. It's A$AP Mob. Yeah, that is what it is.
I fuck with Carti, bro. Only reason like niggas don't fuck with him is because he be doing hella sneak diss and shit. You feel me? Like he'll be talking shit about me and Uno to like Rocky and motherfucking Bari and shit. Nigga, you a bitch, nigga.
He did this to align himself with the A$AP mob because that's where the source was. But now that he is fully blown up, it's a different story.
I always thought I was the shit, but these was the niggas I was like getting the shit from, you did?
Another friend of mine who was part of A$AP.
And who was that?
That was Ian. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he was a part of A$AP, and he's like, yo, you gotta meet Rocky, bro. He's like, he love your music type shit.
How's your relationship with Carti?
Me and him don't even talk like that, come clean, but this whole time I've always been helping people, put them on a higher scale than me.
Eventually, Rocky came out and said that Carti's still family. He's still a part of org. But of course he'd say that. He's never been the type to air out what really goes on behind the scenes in A$AP.
That was brothers going to the internet, and I don't really condone that. Like, internet dispute, like if you got a beef or if you got, you know, disagreement with a nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? I just think you can handle it in real life. If y'all throw hands, if y'all keep it verbal, whatever the case is, just don't really bring that to the internet.
Playboi Carti and A$AP Rocky are not cool like that anymore. You don't see that brotherhood energy.
Is A$AP Rocky still involved? Because he originally signed Playboi Carti.
Correct.
Is Carti still signed?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
We never leave. That's his guy. He never leave. Super loyal. Carti's that guy too. He's like that. Shut the fuck up with that shit. Okay.
But it's not just artists who go through this. His producers have felt it too.
Yo, kid, you wanna come out here?
They were locked in for years, but by the time Whole Lotta Red dropped, his presence had been reduced. Despite working on the album for years, he barely had a footprint on the final project. How does it go from locked in for life to Pierre not being allowed into the studio? Same thing happened with Richie Soph. He spent years working closely with Carti, only to be left behind without a moment's notice. He later went on to warn other producers to be smarter so they don't have to go through what had happened to him. Carti makes people feel like family, like they're building something real. But when he finds a new producer, a new friend, a new crew, he cuts ties completely. He may still be climbing, but the way he's treated people along the way has left behind a trail of resentment. A trail of people.
Okay. That makes sense. You heard it here first. I mean, I ain't gonna press you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That's just what it is. Sometimes niggas is snakes. They're gonna use you for their own advantage, and that's just how life is, man. Some of y'all just gotta get over it, man. I know a lot of you hip hop heads are real soft, but y'all just gotta get over it, bro.